Alrighty, Senator, welcome. Thanks for chatting with us. With all due respect, this place can be stuffier than the space station. You ran to change this place. Now you're here. Do you think you can move these marble
Well, it's
pillars?
a lot bigger than the space station, that's for sure.
You think you can change this place, though?
I think it can be changed. And it's often change takes some time, but change can be a good thing for our country, especially when we have serious issues. The United States Senate has not addressed this issue of COVID-19 adequately. I mean, if we go back to the spring, and the Senate went on vacation. And now we're seeing some bipartisan movement to try to get something done this month instead of waiting to January. I think that's a good thing.
Do you back the Problem Solvers proposal that's been released and backed by Senator Schumer? Have you
Well,
had a chance to read it?
I'm going to look at the details. I was speaking to Joe Manchin about this out in the parking lot earlier today, and we're going to look at it closely. But I always think that a bipartisan solution is a good way to move forward, and I really don't think this can wait until January.
As you know, your term is only for 2 years. Now that you've sworn in, you've taken the oath, would you like to be here a lot longer than that?
I don't know. I just got started. What's important is we have...
Will you run again, though? Will you run again?
Well, I mean, the important thing is that we address the issues that Arizonans are facing. We have 440,000 individuals that have lost their jobs through no fault of their own. I mean, they're trying to make horrible decisions about paying the rent or buying groceries. Gabby and I, about a week ago, we were at the food bank in Tucson. 2,500 cars. I mean, they do in 3 hours what they would normally do in 3 days in distributing groceries to families. Unprecedented for the city of Tucson. Phoenix, the entire state is the same way. Families need additional help.
What committee assignments would you like to be on? What committees would you like to be on?
Well, so I've got two criteria. One is what's in the best interest of Arizona, and also where can I help the most? And I have experience as a combat pilot, a veteran, an engineer, an astronaut for 15 years. So military and stuff that's technical certainly makes sense for me, but there's a process, and we're going through that process.
As you know, there hasn't been a lot of rain in Arizona in quite some time. Population continues to grow. I know COVID-19 is at the top of your list, but where does climate change, water acquisition fall in terms of important issues facing you as a new senator here in Washington?
Well, in January, just next month, we're going to start to address the Colorado River guidelines. So this is what do we need to do on water shortage beyond the drought contingency plan. So for 6 years from now, but it has to be discussed, and it's going to start to be discussed now. Water is a major issue for the state of Arizona. Climate is part of that. We've got to address our water issues. We've got to do it in a smart way. There are great examples in Arizona where communities, cities, Yuma as an example, has done a really good job in doing more with less water. We need to take a lesson from that, but we also need to get the best people and bring together, tribes, cities, towns, agriculture, to try to come together as a team to solve this problem, because water really is the future in the desert. If we don't have enough water, we're not going to be able to grow. And we want the state to grow. We want to bring businesses. We want to provide economic opportunity. And Arizona is a growing state. We need to keep it that way. But we've got to come up with solutions for our long-term water issues.
You visited the gravesite of the late Senator John McCain. You're filling his seat. Are you worthy? He is a legend, not only in Arizona, but here in this town as well.
I don't think John McCain is going to be matched in the U.S. Senate. I mean, he was a hero of mine from a very young age. I was a pilot in the training command in Beeville, Texas at 22 years old. He was the guy we looked up to in the United States Navy, and he served our state and our country so well, and I'm very proud to have the opportunity to serve in his Senate seat.
As you know, 1.6 million people in Arizona voted against you. How are you going to try to win them over and represent them here in this building?
Well, I want them to know that I do represent them, and I understand the issues that they're facing, and I'm going to do the best job I can to improve their lives and the lives of their families and make sure their kids get a good education. And I'm going to spend time, a lot of time traveling across the state to learn as much as I can about everybody. And what can I do here when I'm in Washington to improve the lives of all Arizonans?
Last question. Any measurable difference between you and President-elect Joe Biden?
Any measurable difference? Yeah, there's issues that we don't entirely agree on.
Like what? What?
Border issues. I mean, just the approach. President-elect Biden recognizes this as well. But on border security, I think it's incredibly important. We have a strong border. We use the right technology in the right place. We have more Border Patrol agents on the border. I'm not in favor of a 17th century solution for a 21st century problem, but border security is incredibly important to our state.
Senator, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to talk with you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.